Okay, to start out, we're going to explore the setup in which we'll be writing our code. Go to anyonecanlearntocode.com/Ruby, as you see here, and you'll see on our website we have this page called Try Ruby Online. If you scroll down a little bit, you'll see that we have these two boxes. The box on the top is called the text editor. That's where we're going to be writing our code. The bottom box is called the terminal. That's where we're going to see the results of our code. So effectively, we're going to be writing code in the text editor and see the results in the terminal down below. So let's demonstrate. So to start, I'm going to write a single line of Ruby code, P50. To run this line of code, we simply click on this play button in the terminal. So I'm going to go ahead and click it. And as you can see, the number 50 appears in the terminal. To explain what's going on here, the P keyword in Ruby says to simply display what follows it in the terminal. The P actually stands for print. And even though the term print conjures in most people's minds the idea of printing something out on a piece of paper in a physical printer, the term print technically means to display something. So P50 means take the 50 and display it. Display it where? In the terminal. That is a very, very simple line of Ruby code, but we're starting out simple. Next, let's demonstrate something just a tad more complex. Let's, instead of doing P50, we will do P1 plus 1. Let's hit the play button down below. And as you can see, the number 2 displays in the terminal. When we say P1 plus 1, we are saying display the result of 1 plus 1 in the terminal. And since 1 plus 1, according to most people, certainly according to Ruby, is the number 2, the number 2 is what gets displayed in the terminal. Now, what would happen if we left off the P and just said 1 plus 1? Let's try that. So I hit the play button, and as you can see, nothing appears in the terminal. Now, what's really interesting is that Ruby actually calculates 1 plus 1 in its head. But since we never explicitly told the computer to display the result of 1 plus 1 anywhere, it doesn't appear anywhere, and the terminal just remains empty. That's why the P keyword is critical, because if we want to actually see the results of our code, we need to display it somewhere, and the P keyword is what displays it in the terminal. So we're going to put the P back, P1 plus 1, hit the play button, and again we get the 2 in the terminal. Now we can also do other mathematical calculations, as Ruby is a very multifaceted language. The truth is that all languages can do all these calculations, but P9 minus 4. And we'll hit the play button. Voila, we get 5. Let's do a little bit of advanced math, namely multiplication. So we're going to go ahead and do 4 times 4. Now, how do you do a times symbol in Ruby? In actually most languages, it is symbolized by the asterisk. That is the symbol you'll find on the top of the number 8. So with Shift 8, we get our asterisk. So if we do 4 asterisk 4, which means 4 times 4, and hit the play button, we get 16. Thank goodness we get 16, because that is what 4 times 4 equals. Again, if we left off the P and hit the play button, Ruby would calculate that 4 times 4 is 16 in its head, but it would not show us the results. That's why we need the P. Okay, now we're going to blow your brains with a little bit of advanced math, namely division. So we're going to go ahead and do 100, it's a pretty big number, divided by 5. Now, the division symbol in Ruby is symbolized by the /. That's under the question mark. So 100 divided by 5. And we hit the play button, and we get 20, as expected. Go ahead and play around with the text editor and terminal yourself so you can get used to the feel of writing code and running code with the play button and seeing the results in the terminal. Do not forget the P. If you want to see the results of your code in the terminal, the P is that keyword that means print, meaning display the result in the terminal.